Crossbreeding and GMOs.
Humans have been doing this without actually realizing what they were doing, but now we know and have improved the process greatly. In the past, we crossbred plants and animals by either cross-pollination or by the physical deed to gain the best result that we have today. Unlike back then, science has improved greatly and now we can easily create GMOs.
GMO stands for Genetically Modified Organism. This means that scientists have manipulated the DNA in some living organisms such as crops, animals, or bacteria.
Crops are genetically engineered to have better growth, and defense against damage from insects and animals can be genetically modified to have better traits. For example, recently, South Korean scientists have successfully genetically engineered a beagle pup to have fluorescent genes, meaning that it has the ability to glow.
GMOs are generally used for a lot of things to make our lives easier, but one of the main uses is for crops to have herb tolerance. Often, a large population of crops are planted. Eventually, weeds begin to grow in these plants, and when farmers spray the weeds, then they kill a large population of crops.
However, GMOs can be used to create an herbicide tolerance gene that allows the crops to resist chemicals that would kill weeds. Although these may be recent scientific discoveries, humans have been genetically modifying genes for over 30,000 years.
Of course, many years ago, we didn't have the technology we do now. So you may be asking, how did our ancestors genetically modify organisms without this technology? Well, they use a process called selective breeding, which is the process where they take two organisms with the most desired traits and mate them in order to receive the traits through their offspring.
Today, with our technology, we have the ability to take this idea to the next level using a process known as CRISPR. CRISPR is a new and more precise way of manipulating DNA and is cheaper than previous forms of gene manipulation. It is a way of efficiently engineering DNA in the ways we want for desired results.
This expands the field drastically in genetic engineering and gives us more opportunities when it comes to GMOs. This new system, combined with GMOs, creates a drastic increase in the diversity we can form with a lower cost and similar machines, making GMOs very easy to create and alter in more effective ways than we could with previous gene editing.
This can improve crops for different climates and have them produce their own insecticides that are harmful to insects but harmless to us humans. CRISPR allows us to create stronger plants that produce more food, are not susceptible to diseases that wipe out many fields or plants, and retain more water to survive long droughts. CRISPR is changing the GMO field, and it can lead to a great future for GMOs.
There is an endless amount of possibilities in the world of GMOs. There are a few things that will affect GMOs, but nothing will stop them.
Climate change, for one, will cause changes in genetically modified food and organisms. According to Christy Wilcox of Discover magazine, the one thing that GMOs will do is win over the hearts and minds of the people that they are designed for.
And yes, that is true, but the downfall to all of this is that with more GMOs comes higher levels of natural allergens, making less people able to eat and live with everyday organisms. With foreign genetic material, there can be a broad variety of results.
Some good and some bad. The bad include things as bad as cancer in any spot of the body. Hazards like these are hard to predict, but all of this potential for the agricultural future will all depend on the creativity of geneticists and the GMOs they create.
Genetics can be a blessing and a curse. Through this, we can improve other things, but also destroy them as well. Though we don't understand where our future is heading, we can see how our future is going to be changed by genetics. On the other side of the coin, others would say that it's immoral and very unethical to change the genetics of things because it can be a dangerous effect on our community. This is true, but without knowing the benefits of genetics, we can't improve our daily lives and understand why. Thank you for having us.